cord everywhere. All right, hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Friday Internet Marketing with me, Sage. I'm Sage. Hey, what's going on? How are you? Are you having a great August 31st, the last day of August? What about that? It's, what is it, Labor Day? Labor Day weekend. It's the last weekend for Soak City down in Cedar Point. If you're a Great Laker here, you should get over to Soak City at Cedar Point. Otherwise, they're shutting it down on Monday. But you know, I can't complain. I cannot complain about this summer. I mean, I'm sad that it's ending, but as Jude pointed out, I think it rained like 3 days this summer, and that never happens in Ohio. I mean, it's been a beautiful summer, and today is no exception. It's like 90 degrees, and just, you know, it's just amazing. It's been an amazing summer, but that's it. That's kind of a wrap after this weekend. That's the official, they're going to call it, you know, the 2012 summer, but there'll still be beautiful days. So it's so good to see you guys coming in. I always look forward to Friday Internet Marketing with you guys. So this is the way it works. So I usually talk about something. I have a topic, a conversation thing that I want to talk about, you know, and I do that. But then what I really like, the most important, most fun, because funnest isn't a word even though I love it, the most fun part is taking your questions. So what I ask is, if you have a question, put it in the chat window. And it doesn't have to be about anything I'm talking about at the given moment. You can put any question you want about web marketing. I mean, you can ask any question you want if you want. I mean, I don't know, well, I'll have an answer. But what I ask is just put your question in the chat window, and I will take them in the order in which they are received. So you know, I can review one of your websites, I can talk about a particular tool, I can talk about, you know, different techniques, that sort of thing. And so, you know, feel free to put, you know, put your question in there and I'll take it. So, you know, I'll tell you this. August, you know, this last week of August it's a great week to get things done, to do what I like to call quadrant 2 activities. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, like the 4 quadrants. Franklin Covey has these 4 quadrants. So let's see, maybe I can show them to you here. Covey 4 quadrants. Okay, good. So let me pull this thing up here. So these quadrants, this is, I forget where I learned about these, but they're cool. So these are Covey came up with these 4 quadrants. And quadrant 1 is the one we spend most of our time in. So it's the things that we have to do, you know, like it's our job, it's what people hired us to do, you know. And so it's important and urgent, right? I'm going to skip quadrant 2 because that's the most interesting quadrant. Quadrant 3 is not important but urgent, so, you know, interruptions, distractions, other calls, that sort of thing. Quadrant 4 is not important and not urgent. Trivia, busy work, time wasters, you know, like, so, and so those are, you know, those are things that I think most of your time actually ends up in quadrant 1 and quadrant 3. And then, you know, if you're tired or goofing off, then you're over in quadrant 4. But the quadrant 2 is the quadrant people don't spend any time in, or very little time. But it is the best quadrant. It's where, you know, it's not urgent, but it's important. Like the things they're talking about here, like exercise, vocation, and planning. They're the things that if you would spend more time in quadrant 2, your quadrant 1 stuff it's the quickest way to advance your life, right? If you would exercise more, you would live a longer, healthier, happier physical life, right? If you took, you know, a scuba diving class or a pottery class or a cooking class or a class that would help your job, you know, like maybe you want to become a chef, right? So maybe you go to chef school or whatever. It's that stuff that like that if you did it, your life would probably be better, right? And so what we do is we do everything but that. It's hard. Quadrant 2 is hard because it's not urgent, but it's not easy to do either. So like you kind of put it off. You'll oftentimes do anything other than quadrant 2. But this week for me, the last week of August is always this great week where I can focus on quadrant 2 things. And for me, quadrant 2, it has to do with like business strategy. That's the area of interest for me, is like thinking about strategy and where, what I'm going to do for the second half of the year and so forth. I love that. That's my favorite thing. And so, and the last week of August enables me to do that because it's just sort of a sleepy-ish week. People are on vacation because their kids are going to school, back to school, and then September goes crazy. So like, I have 2 conferences week number 1, week number 2, and then I'm back in the office for 1 week, and then I have another conference the 4th week of September, and I'm quite sure that people are going to want to talk. It's just, it's like off to the races. And I don't know why that is. I don't know what it is about us. We're just creatures of habit, I mean, it's just back to school time, and for some reason that back to school philosophy or mentality gets in all of our heads and we just blow it out, Same thing with like January. January is another month that people are, it's like the resolution month, right? We all have new resolutions. So for me, this week has been a strategy week, and I've been thinking about like markets I want to target, and how I like to assess where my business is and where I am with, how I feel about my business. And so, this matrix here, this 4 quadrants, is something that I think about a lot. And if you haven't used it, I encourage you to think about your life this way. It's very easy. You don't have to have a computer to do this. You just make a chart on a piece of paper, and you can do this with your personal life and your business life. They should be different, I think. I think you should do the 4 quadrants for your personal life and then the 4 quadrants for your business life. I think. And look at it that way. And because then what you do is then you're like, well, wow, if I really was able to do those things in quadrant 2, I could really advance. And then you ask yourself, well, where do I get quadrant 2 time? And usually you can't take it away from quadrant 1. Because like in your job, those are the things that pay the bills, If somebody hired you to be an accountant, you have to account. You can't be like, oh, well, actually I want to be a business strategist, so I'm not going to account so much this week. I'm going to learn about strategizing. And you might find yourself either out of your business or fired because people are like, well, yeah, that's great, but really you need to do that. Oh, these are good questions. Okay, good. So like I might say, so here, this is very good. So Ustreamer, 188, right? So what's the best primer on SEO and web marketing and how it all works? So this is quadrant 2 stuff. Like where can you learn that stuff? So I recommend it. So like the study, even coming to this session is a kind of a quadrant 2 thing. So I'm going to answer 188 stuff really quick, and then I'm going to come back to 301. All right. Okay, here we go. So the best primer on SEO. I don't think there's a great primer. It is an ongoing thing, but I can tell you this was helpful but boring. Okay, that's interesting. That's good to know. Okay, so you think the video is actually a little bit better. Okay, good. Okay, I like it. Okay. See, that's the kind of feedback I need. Okay, so I'm going to show you places that I would go if I was trying to learn about search engine marketing. Okay, so if I was new to search engine marketing, I would come here. I would start here, Search Engine Watch. Okay, so this place is a great. I feel that it's, I mean, there is some advanced stuff in here, but it has really great articles on how to, how to begin search engine optimization and stuff like that. Okay. Oh, you think the video is better too? Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay. See, I love the feedback. That's good. So these are good articles, and really the best thing to do with SEO is just to start reading articles. So what I can tell you about SEO is this, that it has to do with content and links. Okay. So what you need to do. Oh, okay. Okay, radio sucked. Wow. Okay. Also good to know. Because I got somebody last week, and they were like, "Oh, I love the radio." But okay, good. Okay, video's the way. The video's the future. All right. Okay, I love it. I love it. That's good to know. So what you're going to see about SEO, search engine optimization, or a webinar. Okay, good. Okay, or something to look at. Yeah, something to look at. Okay, right. Okay, I feel you. So what I would do is I would come into this SEO section and I would just start reading. Read. When you begin search engine optimization, you have a steep learning curve. I know of no great place to go to school for search engine optimization, okay? There are a lot of places, there's like online learning places, but a lot of them are expensive. However, now, I will tell you this, that this guy that I know, he's going over to lynda.com, and he likes this place. Now, I cannot attest to the quality of lynda.com, all right? I don't, but Phil likes it, and Phil's a smart guy. So what you do here is, I think lynda.com, I don't know what it costs. It's like $25 a month or something like that. And then they have all of these subjects. And he told me he was doing SEO and paid search and stuff like that. So maybe, check this out. Lynda's awesome, huh? Okay, good. Okay, $25 a month. There you go. You're right. So there's somebody that says it's good. So check this out. So, this, and then you can organize it by skill level, software, all this kind of thing. So maybe this, okay? So if you got $25 to spare a month, check it out. Okay, another place that I really like is Webmaster World, okay? I like Webmaster World. I attribute Webmaster World and Brett Tabke, the guy who started it, as my main place to this is really where I learned the foundations of search engine optimization, was at this forum. And what I liked about this forum was you can ask questions in a forum, right? You can come in here, you can read by whatever topic that you want. And when you get stuck, you can ask people like, oh, but what about this or what about that? And so discussion forums have been really great for me. I would not be here today without Webmaster World. Brett Tabke is a great guy. He actually has his PubCon is coming up, Las Vegas 2012. So you can see that. Let me give you a link to that. So I can tell you this, that if you want to learn fast, okay, and you want to be, really taught on this stuff quickly, going to a conference is really great. PubCon is great. Search Engine Strategies is really great. Okay, yeah. So it says, are these resources Google focused or various search engines looking to optimize something in another country where Google is not the top engine? Okay, Now that is different. So you are going to want to look at international search, and I just got a book that is great. Let's see, international SEO book. Let me see if I can get you this book here. I do not have another SEO certification training course scheduled, but I will have one. The thing that I'm doing right now is I'm going through systematically stuff. Training at the SageRock system, okay, and so like I'm finishing up Google Analytics, and my next thing is Google AdWords, and so I'm moving systematically through those. Oh, the commercials here stink. I'm so sorry about that. That's the worst part of Ustream is they cut in these commercials. I'm really, really sorry. If you miss something during a commercial, just post it in the chat window, and I will reiterate. I don't know how to get out of those commercials. That's the worst part of this. But otherwise, it's a pretty decent tool. So, okay, let me see here. Let me see if I can find you this book. Okay, so, oh, you guys are awesome with, I love it when you guys are, this is not it. Hold on. International, hold on one second. International SEO. Okay. This book is really great because it organizes things. Ah, here it is. Here it is. Hold on. Okay. One second. Yeah, Ann Kennedy. She's great. She is great. Okay. So I would recommend this book. Let me give you the link here. Okay. Buy this book at $16.65. Okay. So, yes, I like this book because it's organized by country, and this, I think, would help you a great deal, okay? So check that out. So these other resources, the last place I want to show you, though, is Search Engine Land, okay? I love Search Engine Land. I would classify it as a little bit more advanced, but it is definitive. I mean, it is a great resource, okay? So check this out, okay? Hold on. What did I do? I pressed the wrong button. One second. I don't know why, but my, hold on. Go. There it is. Okay, here we go. Okay, so there you go. Is the book good for the U.S.? I might not buy that book for U.S. So let me see. Let me if I was going to, let me see if I can find a book on SEO. I've never read a book on SEO. Okay. I just haven't. Doesn't mean anything. So I can't comment on this book. Hold on. Let me see if I don't know this guy. I'm not saying it's bad. I just don't know anything about him. So, hold on. Eric Eng. Okay, The Art of SEO. Okay, I'm going to give you this. Just, I would say you probably read the reviews here. Okay, hold on. And the reviews will set you straight on this stuff, okay? I think any of these would probably be fine, but I don't have an SEO book that I'm in love with, simply because I just haven't read one. Most of the stuff that I read, and I read a ton, but it's all online, But I do think a book could be nice to guide you systematically through SEO, okay? And so what I can tell you is if you read these reviews, people will probably be like, look, this stinks, this doesn't stink, this is legitimate. Like, so here, look at this book. It's SEO Made Simple 2nd edition, 197 customer reviews. They can't all be fake. So, check, okay, I hope you didn't answer my question. Okay, SEO changes so quickly, probably books are not the best source to learn it. Right. That's sort of what I think too. So I would think that, but it might be something good to get a foundation. But otherwise, keeping up with it, you can't go wrong. I mean, you're not going to find a better place than online at a discussion forum or at one of these websites that I've talked about. Okay. Okay. So let me go back to 301. Was that you that got knocked off? Wait, 610. Hold on. 610. 610. Let me see. Let me make sure I got your question, 610, or if I haven't gotten to it. 1 second. Okay, 610. I don't see. Okay, maybe you got totally knocked off. If you did, I'm so sorry. But what I'm going to go with 301's a studio site here. Okay, hold on. I'm going to bring it up. Thanks for the seminar. If you have a chance, time, I'd appreciate it if you look at my website. I would love to. Okay, let's see here. Hold on. Okay, so let's check this thing out. Okay, let me close some windows so I'm not getting overtaxing. Wow, beautiful picture. That is gorgeous. Okay. Okay, so Artvesta Studio. Okay, I am so into pictures now. It's an Instagram, Pinterest world we live in, and I am just a sucker for this stuff. I am such a sucker for beautiful pictures, and these are gorgeous. This is so, look at you. Oh my gosh, with the New York. Oh, this is beautiful. Award-winning New York wedding photographer. Okay, I totally want you to do my wedding, except I've been married for a long time. How long? I don't think I'm getting married again. I love my wife, but this is what I should have done, except I couldn't have afforded it, probably. Okay, okay, so 610. So let's see, we're a new domain name registrar. Okay, we're creating a few banner ads. Are there any sites that you recommend advertising? Okay, good. I'll come to you 610 in a sec. After Artvesta, okay? So your pictures sell me. This is gorgeous. I could just sit here and watch this whole site all day long. I love this. Okay, so featured wedding. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to turn on this tool that I like. It's called SEO Quake, okay? This is, okay, so let me get you the URL of this. And I'll tell you, I oftentimes use SEO Quake here, but if you have not used it, it is a fine and dandy tool, okay? So I'm going to go through some numbers here, okay? So what you can see here is it overlays a toolbar on the top here, okay? And it shows a bunch of different information. And the information that it shows is like, it shows, like, I would equate it to going to the doctor and them taking your blood pressure and weight and that sort of thing. And really, those things, well, blood pressure, you know, clearly you need to fall within a thing. But, you know, your weight is dependent on your age and gender and height, right? And all that stuff. And so, like, when I look at these numbers, that's sort of how I feel about it. And so when these things are relative, right? So when I look at the first number, PR, page rank, it's a page rank of 2. It's a Google metric on a scale of 0 to 10, and being a 2 is fine, especially you're a newer site, because I look over here on the age and it says this domain was bought February 7th, 2011. And so when I compare those two numbers, I'm happy. I'm like, oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, it seems good. So So that seems okay. Now, hold on 1 second, though. I need to look at something. Okay, hold on. Let me find you. Okay, so here is something that happens. So, okay, so what I want to show you is this. So this forbidden is not anything. This is just because when I clicked on it, there was a dot at the end here. But what I want you to watch is this. So I'm going to artvestastudio.com. Okay, you see that domain? Okay, so now watch. It goes to applepixpro.com/AWP. Okay, do you see what's happening there? So it's being redirected, and I sort of wish it didn't do that. Okay, because what you're doing is you're actually giving all of the, well, what is ApplePix Pro? So like, is that your site, ApplePix Pro? If it is, then that's okay. Every time I go to ApplePix Pro, it redirects me back to the AWP subdirectory. Okay, let me check this out. ApplePix Pro. Do not disturb. Do not. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Okay, let me see if this comes up. So ApplePix Pro. I don't know what that is. Is that your domain? is so like oh ApplePix Pro is your old site. Okay, that's helpful. So you were ApplePix Pro, but now you're AWP. Is that about right? Does that make sense? So if that's the case, okay. So let me tell you what's happening from a search engine perspective there. Okay. So what you're doing, I said do not disturb. I'm serious. Okay, there we go. All right. So what you're doing is you are giving all the weight to your ApplePixPro.com domain. I cannot. I don't understand why I keep pressing do not disturb. It's like they have some magic override on my do not disturb button. So anyway, so because you've sent ArtVesta to ApplePix Pro /AWP, you're continuing to give all of the value to ApplePixPro.com, which is quite honestly fine. But ArtVesta, the ArtVesta domain, will never get any search engine value in this format. Okay, the ArtVestaStudio.com. So it will never, and don't worry about this forbidden thing. This is just how it came over on my thing. It's not forbidden. But ArtVestaStudio.com, with the redirect that you're doing, will never get any link value, will not rank for anything in the search engines. Just what is at ApplePixPro.com. Okay? So then what I need to know is how are you redirecting? Okay? So, wait, darn it. Server. So what I like to do is I like to come over to a server header checker and see how you are redirecting. And I just type in the word server header checker, okay? And and this guy always ranks SEO book. It's a fine one. It's fine. So it tells me things about your domain that you can't see. It's behind the scenes stuff. And so what it's telling me is that ArtVestaStudio.com is 301 moved permanently to ApplePixPro.com /AWP. That is the way, if you like that, if you're cool with that, if you say, look, that's fine with me, that I'm cool with giving all of the search engine weight to ApplePixPro.com, this is exactly how I would do it. Okay? You want a 301 moved permanently. However, if ArtVestaStudio.com is your future and ApplePix Pro is a past business or whatever, then I would probably recommend that you not do it this way, that you put your content on ArtVestaStudio.com. Okay? Now, this has connotations for anybody that gets a site like, say, at WordPress.com or Blogger.com, which would be Blogspot, or Tumblr. Like say you get your site hosted at one of those sites. I do not encourage people to leave the domain like sagerock.wordpress.com. I recommend that you make it your domain, okay? But you're going to have to decide for yourself whether or not, yeah, I'm hosting multiple sites at ApplePixPro.com. So if you are and you're cool with that, that's fine. I just want you to consciously make the decision that, it sounds like maybe you understand what you're doing here. I don't want you to be like, oh, actually I wanted the other one to rank. If you want all the weight to be at ApplePixPro.com, you're doing it fine. You're doing it fine. But now, what I will tell you this is that it appears to me that you don't have pages yet indexed at Google, okay? And it also looks like you need more links, okay? So what I would start to do at this point is I would start to ask people to link to you, okay? And you probably should not have them link to okay, now this is getting confusing. Okay, so are you guys cool? Everybody cool? It all went quiet. Are you here? Can you hear me now? Okay, wait. It looks like it's okay. Okay. Can anyone else hear me? Okay, you can't hear me. Okay, good. The ads are so annoying. I know. Oh, tell me about it. Okay, good. Okay, I'm glad. Okay, so you can't hear me. It was probably the ads. Okay, excellent. Okay, so now it gets confusing because Art Vesta Studio. So what I did here was I went to, so watch this. So I'm at applepixpro.com/AWP, and then I go to Featured Wedding, and I go back now to artvestostudio.com/AWP. This I do not think is a good idea. I think you should focus on one domain or the other, okay? If you can, okay? That's you are, what happens is if you're sharing things across multiple domains, you're losing the weight across all of them. Like what you need, you want all your links to point to one domain. You want all of your content to be on one domain because the search engines will look at that and say, oh, artvestastudio.com, it has all those really cool things. Okay, let me tell 618. Okay, hold on. 618. Try refreshing. Hold on. Your browser. Okay, let me just try that. Okay, so, okay. I just don't know how to make it better. That's what GoDaddy. Okay. Okay, that's what GoDaddy did. Do you know how to make a? Okay, I don't know if I can answer this question here in this format. It's not that I don't want to, but I need to understand like how GoDaddy has this set up. I think I would need to look at this. But what I recommend, I think, is that everything goes to artvestastudio.com, okay? That's sort of what I think you should do. And that you should focus on that. So, hold on one second. But it's so weird because when I go to artvestastudio.com, it redirects me back to ApplePix Pro, excuse me, and then when I click on any of these images, it goes back to Art Vesta Studio. See? Do you see what I'm talking? Okay, will you call them? Yes, call them. Or 188 says hire web developers. Yes. I would start, so call them. So please, okay, that worked on 497? Good, excellent. Okay, so I'm sorry, but I would make this a priority, okay? 815, make this a priority. Get your domains all sorted out. And my recommendation is to stay with artvestastudio.com. I don't see a lot of weight on the ApplePix Pro domain, okay? You want everything to be at Art Vesta Studio. It sounds like that's who you are and that's what you want and everything like that. So this works. Like, so when I go to artvestastudio.com/AWP, that stays the same. But when I go to artvestastudio.com without the AWP, then it redirects me back to ApplePix Pro. I think this might actually be a simple thing that maybe GoDaddy can help you with, okay? Just tell them you don't want that anymore. You do not want artvestastudio.com to redirect back to applepixpro.com/AWP. Does that make sense? Okay. So all right. So that's good. Okay. Do that. Come back next week if you have more questions and we can talk more about it. Okay. Let's see. Let me go to the next question. Okay, so I answered, I think, are there resources Google focused on various search engines looking to optimize something in another country? I showed that. So my next SEO certification training, I do not have that, but what hold on. I am systematically, so SageRock system, hold on, sorry. I got to remember the URL. So the classes that I'm doing right now are here through the SageRock system. And somebody mentioned Raven Tools. That is included in here. The SageRock system is currently a month-to-month thing. It's $450 a month, but it does come with a ton of tools, weekly classes, a bunch of stuff. So if you're interested, I can get you the curriculum and stuff like that, because I have a whole big curriculum coming out. So that is something to consider. But as soon as I get my next certification course, I will let you know. Okay, So, okay, 524, on to you. We're a new domain registrar. We're creating a few banner ads. Are there any sites that you recommend advertising on? Our budget is limited, about 9K total, and we'd like to place it on 3 sites. Good one, good one. 524, are you doing affiliate marketing? My recommendation, if you're not, is to seriously consider that, okay? I might recommend that you get affiliates to help promote your stuff. I will tell you this, 524, that it's all running together. Webmasterworld.com, okay? So Webmaster World is full of webmasters. Okay, but then, okay, so 524 gives me some more information. We're targeting entrepreneurs, home-based business, and startups. Yeah, well, that would be good. Another place that is hot is the Warrior Forum. Do you guys know that? Let me show you that. This is also a great place for a lot of great internet marketing. Okay, so let me give you Warrior Forum. This might be a good place to consider advertising. Okay. Now, with $9,000, that's a decent budget. Where is it? Okay. So I don't know offhand how competitive the paid search arena is. You might try that, like AdWords. I just don't know. I don't know anything about what it costs pay-per-click from a registrar perspective, but you might look into that. So I do think. Oh, let me show you another place. Hold on. Okay, small business. Okay, hold on one second. The Small Biz Trends, this is probably the authority on small business information, okay? And they have advertising opportunities. I would maybe go over here too, okay? So check that. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Okay. All right, hold on. Okay, did I totally, hold on. Let me close this window. Let me close some windows here. I think I'm freaking everything out. Okay, hold on. Okay, 1 second here. Okay, it looks like I'm back. Okay, good. Okay, all right, targeting entrepreneurs. Yeah, so check all those. SEO quick, okay. Okay, so we are spending $9K for SCM and $4,500 for social media. Okay, excellent, excellent. Your new website. So my recommendation 610 is that you probably are going to see. I mean, SEO is a good idea, but it's going to be a long-term gain. Okay, because if you're a new website that does not have a lot of age or links or content, it is going to be. It just takes a while for your SEO to pay off. But I'm super glad that you're doing social. I think that you could do some really interesting stuff to help small businesses and whatnot. So like a small business registrar could be really, really, really great. Okay, good. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so that's good. Yeah, okay. We're a new domain name register. We're creating a few banner ads. Are there sites that, okay, good. Okay, good. So yeah, I think I got that. Targeting, 610, if you have any other questions about that, let me know. 679, heard that DMOZ has not been relevant for over 5 years. The most recent blog post they had is dated July 2010. Why does Raven still use them? Okay, good question. In fact, that's, it's funny you should mention that because I just read a blog post about, and I can't, okay, so this is, let me see. So Barry Schwartz wrote about this, and he did a video recap. Okay, SEO Roundtable is another great place here, but he brings this up in his video roundup. This was actually posted just today. Oh, look at that. Logo has, Google has a logo for Montessori's 142nd birthday. So that's interesting. So, you know, these videos are long that he does here, but he talks about this very thing. So, and there was, he did an article about it earlier in the week. It's interesting that you bring it up. It says, does a DMOZ link have any value in 2012? You know, you might kind of skip through this video and see what he says about that. Does it have any value? I don't know. I think you should try and get it, but I don't think you should go insane worrying about it, okay? The other question that came up internally here is there any value with Yahoo directory listings? I don't know if they are either, and they cost me, what, $2.99 a year? So you know, do they play a role? I really, you know, when I'm doing a link building campaign, I still look at them. Maybe it's just an old habit dies hard, but it seems to me that those are good links, you know. And so if somebody doesn't have them, I try to get them. But then really where the game is at for me for link building is just like industry-related links. You know, who in your industry will give you a link? You know, that's the kind of thing that I'm interested in. That's really where I'm at, building content that people want to link to. So I wouldn't worry about it. I would submit. Yeah, sure, submit it. But I don't know. I mean, you're right. I mean, is it relevant anymore? I'm not sure. Okay, so 583. Any recommendations for paid advertisement and SEO in the real estate industry? So yeah, I would definitely consider AdWords for sure. And AdWords is great because their geo-targeting is so awesome. So for sure, I would think about an AdWords campaign. I know of not a lot of local realtors that even know what these words are. Okay, so I would love to see more local realtors bidding on Google AdWords. You know, because what you can do is you can bid on the word real estate, but just in your town, which is awesome. It's awesome. So you know, I would definitely consider that. I don't know how I feel about social media and real estate. I've never tried it, but I guess, you know, thinking about it, I think I could see where that maybe would be cool, because what you could do is, again, you could geo-target, and so you could serve your ad on Facebook to people of a certain kind, you know, of a certain demographic in a certain region, and that could be very interesting. And it's so cheap. It's so cheap. YouTube promoted videos are also incredibly cheap, and again, you can geo-target there. So you could make a video of a home and geo-target in YouTube super affordably. So yeah, I mean, you could experiment with a small budget on Facebook and YouTube promoted videos. So those are all now rolled. Oh boy, you know I'm getting to the end when I say rolled. Okay, so YouTube promoted. Hold on, YouTube promoted videos. Okay, let me get you these real quick here. Let me get you this link. ads.youtube.com. I would love to see you. In fact, what you could do is you could make a video of stills of your house and you know, just put some background music on it and then promote that video in your city on YouTube. Oh, I would love to see the outcome of that. I think it would be so cool. So I will tell you that AdWords will get you a lot of traffic, but it's probably going to be pricey. Way pricier than Facebook or YouTube. The reason AdWords is pricey is because it's the only place people know where to advertise. So, I mean, they all advertise at AdWords, and so it makes the price go up. As soon as you step outside of AdWords, the price plummets because nobody's ever heard of AdCenter. So they don't know how to advertise on Microsoft, which advertises on Bing and on Yahoo, and so your price goes way down because nobody does it. And then if you go over to Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube, the price is just minuscule because nobody has ever done that, you know? So you know, you can really seize up some super cheap ad buys in those spaces. Okay, I can hear you, yay. Okay, okay, I just don't know how to make it better. That's what GoDaddy made for me. Okay, yeah, okay, so you'll call GoDaddy. Yes, good. Or hire a web developer. Maybe 81 or 188 is a web developer. Okay, I want to focus on a particular market. Direct marketing postcards. Is it better to create a new site and a domain like direct mail postcards? Okay, this is a good one. Or point all my SEO marketing efforts to my current site? Definitely. Oh, you are welcome, 815. My pleasure. I love it. The all caps, thank you. That's when yelling means a lot to me. Thank you. You're welcome. So what I would tell you, Full Color Resources, is that if you focus it all on one domain, you build up all this awesome content and all these awesome links to your domain. So that becomes, your site just becomes awesomely powerful. So direct mail postcards, yeah, what I would do is I would do fullcolorresources.com/postcards, you know, like that, right? And then you have all your stuff about postcards. And then your site becomes awesomer, and then and that would be totally fine. And then you have this whole subsection of your site about postcards and direct marketing postcards. So yes, you have to make a huge case for me to side with you on why you should get another domain, because getting another domain is just such hard work. Because it becomes exponentially difficult. Because if you want your other domain to rank in the search engines, you have to build brand new content for that domain, and you have to get brand new links for that domain. And let me tell you, getting a link to one site is hard enough. Trying to get somebody to link to 3 of your sites for you is almost impossible. So by just having one site, you can focus all your efforts on that domain. So yeah, please just put it on one domain. Now, you could have a domain like directmailpostcards.com, and you could redirect it to your subsection of your site about postcards. That would be fine. Just like when I was looking at ArtVesta Studio, and I went to artvestastudio.com, and at 301 redirected to applepixpro.com/AWP. You can do that for good. So because you could use that like in your direct mail, like maybe you do a direct mail postcard campaign, and you could be like, check out our directmailpostcards.com resource section, and they click on that, and it goes to your Full Color Resources website, but the subsection having to do with postcards. Okay. So yeah, please, just keep it on one site. Okay, how about places like WordPress, how to blog learning sites? Yes, WordPress is awesome. So let's see. You're contributing to 524. Yes. Good. Thank you for the help here. Yes. Same as 524. We're also spending $9K French SEO, SEM, and $4,500 for social media. Okay, good. So that's interesting that both of you have the same, or no, 610 is the same. Okay, at any rate, my recommendation on SEO, if you are an American-based company trying to go into France or another company, hire somebody in country to do the writing. You do not want a French person to read an American transcription in French. It'll sound terrible. Okay? Yeah, so that's good. So 188, that's a great, okay, good. Oh, you guys are all working together. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, good. Excellent. Okay, so 583, what about third-party servers? Okay, oh, wow, I'm getting caught up. Third-party servers, 188. I'm so glad you love this, Mark, Full Color Resources. If you ever need, put a plug for your website. If you ever need a second, just a free quote on small business printing, ask Mark over here at Full Color Resources. He's real low pressure. He'll just give you a quote. If you're doing printing, why not get a second quote? Yeah, put your domain out there, will you, man? Okay, so Okay. What about third-party servers? Or, I don't know. Can you restate that? I'm sorry, I'm getting all confused. But so could you restate that? 583. I'm not sure what you mean there. So 188. How about places like WordPress? Okay. Oh, so you're not a developer? Oh, okay. Okay. So you hired yours on Elance and couldn't be happier. Okay, good. Okay. So okay, I get it. Okay, now I'm caught up. So 188 said, why don't you hire a web developer? And then 188 said, hey, I use Elance. Okay, let me show you Elance if you haven't heard of this. I am an Odesk fan. I'll go over there and show you. But Elance allows you to find people to work for you. And if you find a good person, this is awesome because they can be so affordable and they can be really, really great. Now, they're not always going to be great. You might find somebody that you hate, which is fine, but that's the case all the time. You don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater, though, you know, right? Just because maybe you have one bad experience on Elance, you don't want to, just give up on it all. I don't know, 188, if you want to do this, but do you want to plug your freelancer? It don't feel like you have to, if you have to, but, you know, if there's only 16 or 15 people on here, and probably only one of them will use it, but if you have a good person that has extra time, maybe plug them on here so they could, you know, this kind of networking is really great. Like if you can find somebody that says, hey, I use so-and-so on Elance, and I love them, that's a really great. Okay, you haven't used them. Okay, so Odesk is where I go. Okay, maybe in a couple weeks. Okay, yeah, that's that's fine. Yeah, come back when you're, if you have somebody open. I like Odesk. So these people are great. They're not all cheap. But it is a worldwide market. It allows for small business owners to have a global workforce. And can you find super affordable people on there? For sure. But you can also find world-class people on these places. It's awesome. I feel that the United States workforce is going to have to contend with this kind of stuff. They don't like to. They're not into it. They don't want to compete globally, but they need to. And they can. They can't. You have a lot of things. Okay, so 188 says I have someone but need to see how they do everything they promise. So far, so good. Okay, that's good. So if you have a good, if anybody has a good person, this kind of area is perfect for that, sharing that kind of information. So, yes, is an American coder going to cost more? Sure, but you know what? They're in the same time zone, they speak your language, and they very well might be really great. I mean, Americans are really great, right? I mean, that's not all Americans, but one of the cool things about being an American is we are high-end people, Like aerospace manufacturing never left the United States. Working in like high-end, super expensive metal manufacturing never left the United States because you can't always trust third world countries with that stuff. So yeah, okay, 188 ended up hiring U.S. Did you hire? So because what is Sage is talking about. Okay, so now 188, did you hire somebody at Elance that was U.S.? Did you hire them through Elance? That's what I'm wondering. So because I do that a lot. I like working in the hourly environment. Sometimes I'll bring like American contractors into Odesk just because I like having them all in that one place. So yeah, I'd be curious to know. Or did you just find somebody, local? At the very least, we are dealing with a national. I like working locally, right? So yes, Elance got bids from all over and chose a U.S. vendor. Very interesting. See, so you got bids from all over the world, but ended up going with a U.S. person. So 583 says I own a small interactive agency, have a number of developers and creative talent. Okay, hey 583, give a plug. Go ahead. If you hang out here, I want to support it. Go ahead, put your link in 583. I'd like to see it. So. But I would encourage you, 583, to start bidding on stuff. Because I'll tell you this. Oh, the other place I like is 99 Designs. So I can tell you this. So the website, the current homepage of SageRock, okay, JM Studios, excellent, thank you very much. So let me show you this. The homepage of SageRock was designed through a developer on 99 Designs, and it's all custom designed. It's right, you know, I can add these pictures very easily. I don't actually know what country my developer was out of. So okay, 48-hour logo is similar, very interesting. But I'll tell you something. I went to my local web designers and I said, hey, I'm putting a project up on 99 Designs. I would love for you to participate. And not one of them did. Not one. They didn't participate. And I know they didn't because I saw who came over. And I'll tell you, I would have probably favored their design. But they did not participate because they don't like that environment. They like the traditional, you pay me $1,500 and you'll get a comp. You know? And if you don't like the comp, that's fine with me, but you're still paying me $1,500. I feel like that model is outdated, you know? Because what 99 Designs says is, well, look, I paid, I think, $900 for my design, okay? But I got a bunch of different comps at 99 Designs. And I'm very happy with my design here, you know? They were very attentive, they were very fast, very friendly. So, you know, I want to buy American, and I will, and I'll buy Ohio too. I will give special consideration to somebody that works in Ohio. For sure I will. But if you don't participate, I can't even look at your work. You know, so JM Studios, I don't know, have you ever tried these areas? Have you tried bidding? I mean, it's a lot of work, but at any rate, let me look at JM Studios really quick. And otherwise, I got 3 minutes, and then I'm going to go, you know where I'm going this weekend? Assateague Island, Pony Island, as I like to call it. Okay, excellent, beautiful. This is good, very nice, very nice. Okay, Joel Mina, all right, I like it. Excellent, excellent. Let's see this. Okay. Excellent. Okay, very good. So yeah, check out Joel Mina here at JM Studios. So yeah, at any rate, I'm going to Assateague. I can't spell it. Assateague Island. Have you ever been there? Chincoteague. What's her name? Something of Chincoteague. Did you ever read that book? What's her name? Something of Chincoteague Island? You don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I can't remember. Anyways, they have horses here. They have ponies on the island, and I love them, and my kid loves them. So I'm going to the beach for a few days. So there they are. They're on the beach. Wild ponies on the beach. It blows my brain. I can't handle it. Okay, everybody, this was awesome. Okay, so what I learned is video is the best. Okay, I will tell you this, that like my one problem with video is when I'm on the road, video blows, okay? So like, and so I can't remember if I'm going to be back next Friday or not. So, but I will take, I hope the ponies don't eat your camper again. I know, well, they're crazy. They're crazy. They come right up and eat all your stuff. I kind of hope they do. I love that. It's so crazy. They'll eat your garbage. They'll eat your McDonald's. And what are you going to do, stop a pony? I mean, it's a horde of ponies. It's literally like a gang of ponies, like a dozen ponies slowly amble up to your campsite. What are you going to do, tell them no? No, 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 no. You give them the burger. So at any rate, I will try my hardest to do video. I love video too, and I'm glad to get the feedback on that. Okay, you all, you guys were awesome. You rocked the house. Okay, y'all, have a great week. Have a great weekend. I hope you eat burgers, and I support the working person in America, Labor Day. You know, it's very cool. Eat a burger, drink a beer, have a Diet Coke. I don't know, whatever you do. I hope the day is beautiful for you. Take care, and I will see you right back here next Friday. All right, everybody. Love the visual for yeah, the commercials blow. Okay, I'll keep working on it. Okay, y'all. Take it easy. Bye now.